Howdy y'all, it's Friday afternoon. Just got off my internship. Thought I was gonna be able to get a quick 9 in, go film, but then we go back to the apartment, we get everything ready, step outside, and it's pouring. So that's never good. You could only assume it's gonna be raining over there too, which is unfortunate. We're gonna drive on over there, see if we can get on, see if we can somehow beat the weather and get a quick 9 in for you. All right, so good news. Just got out of the pro shop, and not only can I play 9 holes without any worry about the weather, it's 90 degrees every single hole except number 1. On top of all of that, there isn't really anyone out here. So we're gonna have the whole front 9. We're only gonna play 9 to ourselves and just gonna see how well we can shoot. So just got done hitting a few putts, heading to the first tee now. Sorry if you can't hear me, that's a plane that's actually landing right in front of me. The cool thing about this place, I haven't played it, but it's right next to the airport, which is really neat. Anywho, going to the first tee. The goal today, work on scoring. I would say, having not played in about a month, a good goal would probably be, I'd say 3 over. High school qualifying rules, which is show up, no warm up, hit 2 balls off the first tee, and go. Pick your best one and go score. All right, y'all. So first hole, like I said, 2 balls off the first. Pretty straight away, so we're just gonna go easy driver. All right, we're not hitting another one. That was perfect. All right, so positive sign, 2 things. 1, absolutely piped a low bullet down the left side. It's gonna probably run forever even though it's wet. And had 2 guys watch me pipe that bullet down the left side and asked if I had a TikTok or a YouTube channel or what. So got to promo it on the very first shot. So no cart path, or no off the cart path I should say, here on 1, which is unfortunate. So we're gonna have to actually look for the ball. The fairway looks a little rough. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Very first hole, piped it, no warm up, and got to promo to 2 people. So that's really awesome. Let's see if we can throw a dart. We should have a wedge in our hand. We got 96 to the pin, pin's back right, so we're gonna try to play like 92. Give ourselves 3 yards, just in case we catch a little bit of a jumper. Yeah, good contact, center of the green, can't really ask for anything more. Birdie putt on 1. So far so good. Took me a while, I was a little bit worried. I hit a great opening drive, as you guys saw, but I had trouble finding the ball just because the fairway is so rough, I guess, on this one hole. Hopefully it's not like this on every hole, I say that. Hopefully it gets a little bit better, because I did pay for what the quality is on this first hole. A little bit much, but we're pin high. Let's go knock down a birdie putt. All right, so as you can see here, back right of the green, did a really good job, played away from it, pin high. Nice uphill birdie putt. It looks like it's gonna move a little bit this way. Like I said, it rained, and if you can look back this way, I can show you guys, but all that junk right there. So you probably can't tell, but there's footprints all over the green from the mud, but got to play the course the way it is. So let's see if we can knock this down. Left it right in the middle, short. That's okay though. Tap and par on 1. Never anything to complain about there. So, even through 1. All right, through 1. Nice easy par. Good drive, really set it up. Easy wedge onto the green, and then just, 2-putt par. Looks like you can kind of see it behind me. We got a par 5. Should hopefully be reachable with a good tee shot. I'm hoping that first tee ball was a little bit of beginner's luck. Sometimes when you haven't played in a while, you can hit the first one well and then you lose it. So the key is to just keep working on that swing feel, copying that player, and just put a good swing on it right down the middle. Hopefully we can get a birdie chance, 1 under through 2. That's the goal. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have no idea which way this hole's going or what the target line is. So I'm just gonna kind of pick a spot in the middle of this open field and hope it's the fairway. So we shall see. It was hit very well up the left side, a little bit left of where I was trying to hit it, but it's so open up there and I don't see any stakes, so it should be good. All right, so yeah, believe it or not, this is the dead middle of the fairway. Pin is dead straight ahead. Looks like it's in the front. I don't know whether or not to expect a flyer or the ball to come out dead or what, but we have 202, pin front. We're just gonna play the number. I couldn't tell depth perception wise, but it was about 2 yards right of the stick. Should be really, really good. I thought my second shot was pretty dang good, and sure enough, right here on the fringe, maybe about 25 feet, gotta look for eagle. Yeah, perfect. We said on the tee box we wanted to be 1 under through 2. We got it. Remember how I said at the beginning of the round the goal was to shoot 3 over 39? Well, we're 1 under through 2. We're not gonna get cocky. You know, Star Wars, don't get cocky, Chewie. Or no, Great Kid, don't get cocky. I don't know why I thought I was Chewie. But really, really good start, which is reassuring. It tells me that even though I've had some limited practice time, it's paid off. The little practice sessions that I have had after work. So that can be relayed out to you guys, is even if you feel like you're busy, oh, I don't have time to drive all the way out to the golf course, something as simple as just getting in your backyard and doing a drill can really, really be helpful. So can just going and putting in your living room on the carpet. So, because that's what I've been doing for about the past month. I was in Europe on a study abroad trip, just not being able to play golf, but I was still practicing, if you can believe it. So, and it's paying off. 1 under through 2. I know it's not the most difficult course in the world, but 1 under through 2, I don't care where you're playing, is always a great score. So a little bit of an uphill par 3 here. I'll have to show you guys in a second. It's right next to the runways, but hopefully we can throw a dart, get a par, or maybe even a birdie, go 2 under through 3. We shall see. So as you can see, that's hole number 2 right there. Number 3 green, straight up the hill. And then I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there's a plane that just pulled from right over there to behind the trees. That's all runway. So whenever you see planes in my videos on the driving range, they're taking off from that runway to the driving range, which is somewhere back in that direction. Time to throw a dart, hopefully. Right on line, which is an encouraging sign, and it's probably about, oh, I don't know, maybe 9 to 10 paces short. It's about a half a club short, which I figured 155 up the hill into the wind. Probably gonna get that. Hitting a 9-iron, because my 9-iron probably goes around 150. Really good speed, which I'm happy about after it rains. Still 1 under through 3 holes so far. Hopefully we can keep it up on the 4. That's a confidence booster. So yeah, check in on 4. Just wanted to talk to you guys about something. 1, if you watched my first video, first of all, you're a legend. Thank you. 2nd, if you haven't, you should go watch it. But that being said, in that video, I was missing left like no tomorrow. I think I put maybe at least 1 out of play, but 3 others I got lucky. They should have been out of play. So when I step up here, on a golf course that's been wide open without really having a warm-up. And the first tee ball that I see that's actually straight and narrow is one that's got trouble left, which isn't just trouble, it's an entire airport. Heart rate definitely gets a little bit high. So to be able to step up here and thread one right down the middle is absolutely a confidence booster. So that's definitely a positive sign. So we should have a short number in. Hopefully we can throw a dart, we'll see. All right, so didn't know this, but the fairway actually runs out a little bit. No problem, ball's right down there. Got 90 yards about. So hopefully we can flick another wedge. The pin is back left, so we're gonna try to go for the middle of the green and just take a 15-footer, because out of the rough it can get into trouble pretty fast. Go. That might be one of the weirdest golf shots I've hit. It went left, which I can understand, that's been my miss, but it came out so low, but it came out dead. I thought it was short, but it turned out to carry that bunker that you see, and it's about pin high, so we should have a chance at par. The ball flight was just so weird. Oh wow, no, sit. Dang. That's unfortunate. That's disappointing. So yeah guys, I'm gonna be real with you. That's disappointing. I left myself in a not horrible spot. It wasn't the best second shot, kind of got away with it, but failed to account for, I got so in love with the line, you forget about speed. And it turns out that there was a massive downslope from the back of the hole onward. It was tucked. That makes sense why it was tucked. It was a shelf pin location, didn't see it, hit it way too hard and missed the puck coming back. So that can happen, but that's the key to golf, is just making sure that you stay positive. Because right now the holes run straight right now, it looks like, and this hole again, dead straight, narrow, trouble right, out of bounds left, again because we're still running along the airport. Very easy to get frustrated and miss it. So we're going to just try to stay positive, put a good swing on it, and if we hit a fairway, should have a chance to throw a dart, get that shot right back that we lost on the last hole. So let's do that. So yeah, if we're gonna have any takeaways so far, this is essentially the midpoint second shot upcoming on number 5, 9-hole round. It's gonna be course management, because the putting on that last hole has been so far the key mistake, and also just on number 2 not really knowing where to hit it. But I'm happy with myself in terms of the driver, because lately that's been the problem, is I never have an opportunity to score, because I at the start of rounds just hit it off the face of the earth like I've been doing, and I make a double or a triple and I'm fighting from behind the whole way. But now, because I've been hitting fairways, this is back-to-back dots right down the middle. Maybe not the best swings, but the shot has been okay. I have a wedge in my hand, so I'm giving myself opportunities, and I'd rather make mistakes with the putter, knowing that that usually means it's going to be a bogey like the last hole, instead of making mistakes with the long clubs. When you hit it out of bounds, have to take stroke and distance, and you end up making a great bogey or double bogey usually at best, and that can lead to triples and quads, and that's just not good. So all that being said, hit a great second shot or first shot here on number 5. Got another wedge in my hand. At least I should have a wedge, either that or a 9-iron. Throw a dart. Yeah, absolutely juiced that pitching wedge. Pulled it a little bit, but it's a green in regulation. I'll take it every day of the week, twice on Sundays. Holy smokes, you guys. I mean, holy freaking smokes. I hit that pitching wedge. How far am I past? Probably 15 yards. So I hit that pitching wedge almost 140. That's good, I guess, because I'm usually on the shorter side, so hopefully that means it's a good thing. Really nothing I can be upset about at that, just wrong number. Decent target line. If I hit it pin high, it would have been 6 feet, 8 feet. Now we got an insanely difficult lag putt, so we got to lag it, playing for par. That's a good putt, y'all. I played that left edge, broke right into the right center. Speed of the greens has been off because of the rain, but that's a good putt. I'm happy with that. Avoiding back-to-back 3 putts. Let's go. Guys, let's go. That was huge. I left another putt, hit the one on the last, on 2 holes ago, way past the hole. So what do I do on this previous hole? I leave it 8 feet short, 6, 8 feet short. Rolled it right in. That's huge to avoid back-to-back 3-putt bogeys. So here, uphill dogleg right, par 4. It's a little bit on the shorter side, and left's my miss, so we're not going to try to hit driver. We're just going to hit a nice little 4-3 iron, play the wedge game. So let's do it. Come on, that's a huge putt. So here's what I'm talking about, a little course management with Gil. Dogleg right. There's the green up that way, doglegging, you can see the tree line. Driver, I'm missing it this way. So why would I bring that into play? I'm not. So I'm just gonna hit a 3 iron and play the shape of the hole. Hit a nice little butter fade, dead center of the fairway. I should not, I have to hit an awful shot to miss the fairway. So let's knock it down. Well, remember how I said it would take an absolutely awful shot for me to miss the fairway with a 3 iron in my hand? Well, that's kind of what that was. Just weak grip. Tried to hit a low fade. Sorry, I'm gonna wait till I get through this mud. Yeah, so tried to hit a low fade, just didn't really get all of it, you know? Left it open, weak to the right, but that's why we hit the 3 iron, like I was saying. If I would have hit that shot with a driver, it could have gone into those bushes up the right or worse. So, bad shot with a 3 iron is better than a bad shot with a driver. So that's why we did it. Still have a wedge in our hand, opportunity to attack. So that's course management, just thinking like that, saying, okay, we need to get a short iron in our hand. What's the best way to position ourselves for that shot? So course management with Gil, just always be thinking. That being said, let's go ahead and iron shot. So we got 149 to the stick. We're in the rough. Like I said, we missed the fairway with the 3 iron, but that's okay. Then center of the green, center depth-wise, just dead center. So we're just gonna try to start this 9 iron a little bit left and cut it back to the hole out of the rough. Like I said, just try to hit a cut 9 iron. Same swing really as the last tee shot with the 3 iron, just weak out to the right. But that's the great thing about playing a shot selection, is picking the highest percentage to still leave you a good next shot. And so we're driving up to the green here. It looks like we got a little bit short right, but we got about 20 feet up the hill for bird, and we'll take that. Like I said, the goal was to shoot 3 over. Hopefully, not jinxing it, we're gonna do that. So yeah, course management hole 6 here at Sunset Landing. Just making sure that you're picking your shots, staying positive, especially after something like the 4th hole where you 3-putt from 10 feet. So let's go knock that birdie in. So with my putting, I'll explain to you guys how I putt in another video I plan on filming soon, but I need to figure out whether my issues are alignment based or read based, because I've missed 2 putts now, the first par 3 and that last one low, and they've both been right to left. And so my issue is setting up too far to the left. That's just the tendency of my eyes, how to set the putter face. And so I'd like to think I feel good over the ball. It seems like I'm hitting it where I want to. I'm gonna have to pay a little bit more attention to it, but that's just something I'm gonna have to either go back, well, I will have to go back, just check the footage, see where my start lines actually were, see if they aren't fooling my eyes. Hopefully, I'm just misreading the greens a little bit, considering it is my first time out here. But if not, nothing a little putting session can't fix. That is the third shot in a row where I've hit a weak little push fade. So I'm not really too sure why. I can't be too hard on myself, just because of the fact that I did not warm up. Oh, someone on the other fairway just hit the ball towards me, just dodging it with the cart. But yeah, I can't be too upset with myself about it. It's just something to work on the range, but I'm gonna have to play with that and not try to fight it these last 2 holes. But hopefully it's in a good spot up here. I know there's a tree up to the right, passing it right now. Hopefully it ended up in an okay spot. Here it is. Okay, we're good. Absolutely juiced it. So that was not a good shot at all. Hit it left where I was aimed, and it went long, which is what I was trying to avoid. So, I mean, I was kind of asking for it, trying to get cute with a nice little 3/4 flick pitching wedge, downhill lie out of the rough. But, so now we're short-sided. I can't really tell how far along that golf ball went. Let's see. Okay, it looks like we might be pretty far down there, past the green. So we're just gonna have to rely on our short game skills. Hopefully they've somewhat improved from last time with all the practicing we've done after work. So let's see, we got to make it up and down. All right, so it turns out the ball didn't go too far past the hole, but it's still kind of a difficult shot, because if you guys take a look at that lie, it's decent, but it's a little bit grainy out of the rough. And look how close the pin is to the collar here. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to just find a good landing spot in the collar and roll it up to the hole. Not get cute. The key on these shots is just to make sure that we don't short side ourselves again, to at least get it to the hole, because it's going to be uphill coming on the way back. So here we go. Let's see how well that that wedge practice paid off. Missed it left again. That's crazy. Honestly, it was sloppy all the way around. Sloppy driver shot, sloppy approach shot, sloppy chip, sloppy putt. I actually thought I hit a good putt. I take that back. But again, like I said in one of the last catch-ups, was just, I've been missing them left. I don't know why. It's because I'm not seeing the left to, or the right to left break, or if it's because I'm aimed left. On that one, I played it center of the hole. I will say, I played it dead straight. So if there was any break, I definitely hit a good putt, because it barely grazed the left edge. About half a ball left edge, I'd say. So I guess that's encouraging. I need to start working on my green reading, but 2 holes left. We got 1 over, 1 birdie, 2 bogeys. I said at the beginning the goal was 3 over, so we're on pace. So I say just stay positive, right? We're out here, we're playing golf, we're having fun. And par 3, this one's about 200 yards, so gonna need to put a good swing on it, and then we have a par 5 that looks like we can attack. So let's go do it. Stay positive, finish strong. 2 holes left. Let's go, guys. I'm kind of upset about that shot. That's just another one where the contact wasn't necessarily bad, but it was just awful direction. I was trying to hit a fade off of the center of the green and ended up hitting a push fade. So now I'm short-sided again, so I'm going to be well pressed to make up and down and save my par. But that's just motivation to keep coming back, right? It's a positive attitude. That's the key for me ever since junior golf. It's just always being positive no matter what. So what are we going to do? We're going to go try our best, knock the chip close, make a putt. Let's do it. be expected. Bad chip shot, bad putt, bogey. We're now 2 over through 8. We're going to the last hole. It's a par 5, so it's an opportunity, honestly, to get what we had back, at least some of it. We're not going to get in the house at 1 under, but it's just, like I said, positive attitude. I don't know how many times I can say it. If you keep watching this channel, first of all, thank you. But you're going to hear me say positive attitude a lot. I feel like that's true in golf. It's true in life. It's true everywhere. If you have a power of positive thinking, it's helped me so many times. We just got to keep fighting. We have 1 hole left, birdie. The goal is 3 over, so we'd need a par at worst to be able to, or bogey at worst, to meet that 3 over goal. So positive thinking. Let's get a good tee-ball and play. Hopefully we can tune up the golf swing, not miss left, not miss right, put one right down the middle, give us a good feeling going into the night. So let's do it. Note to self, because I forgot about this. I'm from Louisiana and I'm in northern Alabama right now. It's still hot, definitely comparable, but the humidity in Louisiana is what gets you. And so I hit golf balls for the first time back from my study abroad trip, and I couldn't even hold onto the golf club. I nearly threw it 3 times just on accident. And I just told myself I need to get new gloves. And so, you know how when those dried up gloves, they'll last you a little while, but then they get all wet from the sweat of your hands. That's kind of what happened on that last one. It still wasn't a great shot. I'm not advocating for myself in any way, shape, or form. Just note to self, make sure to get new gloves. Heeled it a little bit, nice little heel cut. Just kind of got off the fairway, but it ended up in an okay spot, honestly. It's just right of the cart path. Cart path comes right along the fairway here, so it actually looks kind of tight up there. Kind of glad I heeled it, because I feel like I would have been pretty close to the tree line. Too frustrated to go get my putter, y'all. So we're done with 9 holes, and it's a good thing too, because if you look outside, well, I mean, y'all can't, y'all are stuck on the GoPro, but it's about to start coming down. It started thundering as soon as I finished. But the goal initially was to shoot 3 over, no warm-up, really no range sessions that were worthwhile, and we met that goal. We shot 2 over for 9 holes. I will say, based on how we started the round, it could have been a lot better. We were 1 under after, I think, 3, and then just really limped our way to the finish line. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the goal you set at the beginning of the round, look at where you are at the end of it. We met the goal, so we can put a check mark there. Definitely was nice to just be able to get to play. That's the most important thing, is that just a little perspective for you guys as I wrap up here, that after work today, it's a Friday, I didn't think I was going to be able to play because I stepped out of my apartment and it was pouring. But, you know, said a little prayer, said, all right, can we, you know, Jesus, if you don't mind, can we send some sunshine, so that way I can get out there and play some golf, because I've been stuck at work a lot and it has been raining a lot after work, so I haven't been able to really get out there much at all. So regardless of how I played, I could have played a lot better. Like I said, there's a lot of things to practice that I can use this to work on, such as the putting, the speed of the putting, my ball striking, obviously the direction, and just chipping in general. It's the things like that, chipping in particular, that leave you when you don't play as consistently as I did, at least in high school. So that has kind of left me, I feel like, but it's something to work on. So all in all, at the end of the day, regardless of how I played, huge blessing to be able to just go out and play 9 holes of golf, because not a lot of people get to do that. There are people in this world a lot worse off than I am, getting to go play 9 holes of golf poorly. So we have to be grateful, and there's always next time. So for now, signing off. This has been episode 2, I guess, of G-Dub Golf. Hope y'all enjoyed.